Good morning, my dear students. Once again, you are most welcome in your Ambuja Public School. Myself, Rohit Kulshrestha, your SST teacher, is here. Class 6, subject Social Study, and today we are going to read about the chapter number 2, Prejudice and the Discrimination. This is a very serious issue about our India, prejudice and the discrimination. So, my dear student, do you know the definition of prejudice? What is the prejudice? So, as you know that diversity is present in social groups, languages, food habit, religions and other aspects of social life. Diversity continues to exist because individuals and the communities accept their differences and depend on each other to fulfill their needs. However, diversity is sometimes misunderstood. This usually happens when we form certain negative or bad opinions about those who are not like us. Such opinions are called a prejudice. So, what is the definition of prejudice? When we form certain negativity or bad opinions about those who are not like us, such opinions are called prejudice. Prejudice is, as same its name, is prejudgment or forming an opinion before becoming aware of the relevant fact of a case. The word is often used to refer to preconceived, usually unfavorable judgments towards people or a person because of their gender, beliefs, values, social class, age, disability, religion, sexuality, race, language, nationality, beauty, occupation, education, criminality, or other personal characteristics. In this case, it refers to positive or negative evaluation of another person based on their perceived group membership, but the usually is negative. Before doing anything, we start like a negative things on mind. Suppose that when we come across people who are different from us, we find them strange and therefore look down on them. For example, see, I have one very good and simple example. Like, suppose that a person speaking Hindi, and the person may think Hindi is the best language and all other languages are inferior to it. This is a prejudice against languages. See, he or she didn't know about the ABC for another language, but they can form a good image in our mind what कि Hindi is the best language. So this is a prejudice against language other than Hindi. A person with such a prejudice may even ill-treat or make fun of those who speak languages other than Hindi. We have the different type of the prejudice: age, disability, gender, race, class, or the sexual orientation prejudice also. Prejudice. Prejudice is an unjustified or incorrect attitude towards an individual based solely on the individual's membership of a social group. For example, a person may hold prejudice views towards a certain race or a gender. One of the one of the serious problem caused by prejudice is creation of stereotypes. When we fit all person of a particular group into the one fixed image, we create a stereotype. For example, you must have heard people say girls are not good at mathematics, or boys are naughty and girls are gentle. These all are the like stereotypes. They are neither true for all the boys or not for all the girls, but they fit large number of people into one image. They do not recognize that each individual is unique and has a special qualities. Sometimes the stereotypes are created about those who belong to a particular reason, religion, race or economy background. Some example of such as Stereotypes are fair skinned people are superior to dark skinned people. People of towns and cities are clever than village people. And people with physical disabilities are stupid. What is this? Why we have different type of the prejudice like racism, sexism, classism, homophobia, religious prejudice. See, let us take the example of the different type of the families in our society. There are certain age old people about the roles of different members in a family. Earlier only the male members went out of the house to earn money and the women stay back at home to take care of the house and the children. However, with time this has changed. This has changed, especially in the cities. With growing education among the women, more women have started working outside home. In their families, we often see men doing a large share of the household work. These change in the roles of members are due to the changing condition. This does not mean that a family in which women work outside are better or worse than families in which women do not work outside. It is important to understand that whatever the difference, the basic purpose of all families is the same. So take care of the needs of the members and to impart values to them. So now we are talking about the discrimination. Discrimination, the definition of discrimination is the act to prejudice against a person because they have a certain set of characteristics. Discriminate characteristics can include disability, age, gender, resegment, religion, race, and sexual orientation. Discrimination can take many forms, but in many countries around the world, there are laws prohibiting any form of the discrimination. Or in simple word, we can say that discrimination means to make a distance between people on the basis of class, race, religion, gender, etc. Without regard to individual merit, prejudice arising out of diversity and inequality leads to the discrimination. Diversity in the discrimination. Diversity can be source of the discrimination. People who belong to a certain region, speak a certain language, or follow a particular religion may be seen as inferior and discriminated against. We have the different type of the discrimination also: racial and ethnic discrimination, discrimination on the basis of nationality, sexual orientation discrimination, religious discrimination, disability discrimination, and employment discriminations. So now we are talking about the caste system. Caste system. See, caste system. Caste is the term used to describe the complex system of social divisions that pervades life in India. Caste is an ancient hereditary system that developed alongside and become intertwined with Hinduism. Caste determines whom a person can marry, specify what kind of work he can do, and even controls what he can eat or touch. Since the great majority of Indians are Hindu, the caste system has played an enormous role in the history of India, and it continues to exert tremendous influence on modern India culture and the politics. The caste system are traditional and the unique features of Indian society, developed due to discrimination based on the diversity of the occupation. Under this system, people doing different kinds of work placed in different castes, and individual born into a particular caste had to take up the profession of their caste. Even if he had the skill and ability to do some other work, he also had to follow the rules and the custom to his caste. But it's totally wrong. It's a totally wrong. Suppose a person have a good skills and he or she want to do any extra effort. So please, can we do it? Don't stop this child. The members of the different castes were not allowed to mix with each other, eat together, or marry each other. These are the very serious issue for our Indians. Castes were hierarchical. This means that were high and low caste. The caste placed higher in the system discriminated against the lower castes. The lowest caste were called untouchables. Can you imagine? The lowest caste person is called the untouchables. It means you can't touch this person. They were not allowed to draw water from the public wells or to enter the temples, school, etc. Thus, the caste system gave rise to social inequalities. There is no equal law and there are no equal facilities for the high class people or the low caste or the high class people. The caste system divides society. It threatens the unity of our country. After independence, the practice of untouchability has been declared illegal. However, the caste system still exists, although it has become less strict. But it's happening. So we have like 4-1. These 4 castes, Brahma, Kshatri, Vaishya and the Sudras, are the classical 4 divisions of the Hindu society. In practice, however, they have always been many subdivisions, many jatis in like the Brahmans, Kshatri, Vaishya, Sudras, and there's the untouchables people. Now we are talking about what is apartheid system of racial segregation in the South Africa, lasted from 1948 to 1994, created to keep economical and political power with the people of English descent and their heritage. The policy of apartheid, meaning separate development. The meaning of apartheid means separate development. Once practiced by the white government of the South Africa, is an example of discrimination based on the racial diversity. Under this policy, South Africans who were not white were discriminated against. They were not allowed to take part in the government or to use facilities like hospital, restaurant, railway, carriages, etc. made for the only for the whites. What is this? Apartheid ended in the early 90s, largely due to the efforts of an organization called the African National Congress and its leaders like Nelson Mandela. You can see the picture of this person, Nelson Mandela. So these Nelson Mandela was born in Transkei, South Africa on July 18, 1918. His father was Henry Mccormick of the Tembu tribe. So these person like National Mandela fought against the apartheid. And you have just read how social inequality arising from diversity can lead to discrimination. Economic equality is a major source of the discrimination in many countries, including our India. Many people are so poor that they have no money even to meet their basic needs like food, clothing and shelter. Poor people often face discrimination wherever they go, sometimes even in schools and hospitals and the workplaces also. These type of the person always facing the lots of challenges in their life. So fortunately, after the independence, the caste system has been steadily losing importance. This is especially true of the cities and the towns. The credit of this goes to the leader who wrote the Constitution of India after independence. So now we are talking about the Constitution of India. So as I told you, the credit for this goes to the leader who wrote the Constitution of India after independence. A constitution is a set of principles which clearly tell us the duties of the government and the rules by which the government will run the country. It also lays down some basic rules for the people to follow so that everybody life can go smoothly, no disturbance in any life. The leaders who wrote our constitution were concerned about the different inequalities that exist in India at the time of independence and about the problem of discrimination in our society. Some of them like Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar, April 14, 1891 to December 6, 1956. Life should be greater rather than long. It's famous quote. So Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar had even faced social discrimination. Why? Because he belongs to the lower caste. In the other, their own lives and fought against it. Hence, our leaders set out to reach the goal of inequality for all independence Indians in the long run. Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, overcoming numerous social and financial obstacles, Ambedkar became one of the first untouchable to obtain a college education. Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar spent his whole life fighting against social discrimination of the caste system. He converted to Buddhism and is also credited with proving a spark for the conversion of hundreds of thousands of the untouchable to Theravada Buddhism. So, the Indian Constitution recognizes that India is a land of many languages, religions, and cultures. In order to protect these diversity and how to show respect to India's diverse social group, the Constitution has given all Indians the following rights. Number one, all Indians are equal before the law. No one can be denied justice or ill-treated in the name of caste because all are equal. And community, gender or religion. As earlier I told you, now the time is totally changed. The men and women both are working in the same place on the same platform. So nobody will like to ill-treated. You are man, you are woman, you are like high class people, caste, or I am like low class. Nobody can do this thing. Every Indian is free to live or travel anywhere within the country, take up any job in any part of country. If you have skill, if you are capable to this job, then you are totally free to go anywhere. Any part of the India, if you want to take your job, you can do it. However, freedom has to be exercised responsibly without causing any harm to the other or the nation. Number third, no Indian can be exploited or treated unfairly or forced to work. For example, no child aged below 14 can be made to work in the mines, factories and other dangerous places. And no person can be made to work without pay. Means nobody nobody will say to any person or not to like treated unfairly to say any person you do my work without money, because you can't take a risk of take anybody's right. So nobody will pressure to you to do this work or this work. Every Indian has the right to follow the religion of his or her choice. Yes, you are totally free. India is a secular country. This means that all religions are equal before the government and the law of the land. You are totally free to respect your religions. Every community has the right to preserve and promote its own language, script and custom. It can even run its own schools. For this purpose also, a person can go to a court of law if he or she is denied any of these rights. So this is all the things that done by our very famous leader Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. So this is the last topic of this chapter. So now I am going to summarize the whole lesson. So please listen very careful. Number first, negative or bad opinions about those who are not like us are called a prejudice. When we fit all persons of a particular group into one fixed image, we create a stereotype. stereotypes are based on prejudice. They do not recognize that each individual is unique and has special qualities. Stereotypes may be created about those who belong to a particular religion, race, economy, background. Such stereotypes hurt people, feelings, and can cause misunderstanding and even conflict between various communities and the groups. Discrimination means to make a distinction between people on the basis of class, race, religion, gender, age, etc., without regard to individual merit. Prejudice arising out of diversity and inequality lead to discrimination. India's caste system developed due to discrimination based on the diversity of the occupation. The practice of treating the lowest caste, once known as untouchable, with disrespect has now been made illegal. The policy of apartheid, once practiced in South Africa against those who were not white, is an example of discrimination based on racial diversity. Apartheid ended in the early 90s largely due to the efforts of the African National Congress. Social inequality arising from diversity can lead to discrimination. Discrimination against the poor shows that economic inequality is a source of discrimination. To protect India's diversity and to show respect to India diverse social groups, our constitution has given every Indian the right not to be ill treated in the name of caste, community, gender, or religion. The right to speak freely and to stay, travel, or take up a job anywhere in India. The right not to be exploited or forced to work. The right to follow any religion. The fight to preserve in this own language, script and custom, and the right to go to a court if denied any of these rights. So these all point are the summarization of the lesson. So hope so with the help of these PPT and with the help of my explanation you can understand about the prejudice and the discrimination. So you people also never try to use these two things in your life like prejudice and discrimination because all are equal for us. If whether he or she is belonging to any caste, any family or any religion, but we should respect to the each other. So for this, thank you and have a nice day class.